Hi everyone, my name's David, and I'm here today to talk to you about the exact FOB from NuCO2 and how it can save you a considerable amount of time, money, and beer behind the bar. Let's start by discussing what a FOB is. FOB stands for foam on beer, and the goal of this device is to save or capture all of the beer in the trunk lines to serve to the guests while eliminating the foamy waste during any keg changes. In order to take a look at how a FOB works, it's important that we first understand what it looks like when we're not using a FOB on a long draw beer system. When a keg runs out of beer and a FOB is not installed, you'll get an abrupt explosion of gas, foam, and beer at the tap. Some may get on the bar, ourselves, or even worse, the customers. It's a messy, frustrating moment. Without a FOB installed, we've allowed air and foam to fill up our trunk lines instead of beer. This is now waste trapped in the line and will need to be bled out before we're able to serve our guests. This waste results in pints, or even worse, pitchers of beer and foam that we're pouring down the drain. That beer is your profit. Let's discuss how to recapture that lost revenue and create a better customer experience while we do so. When we utilize FOBs in the beer cooler and a keg runs empty, instead of that gas or foamy explosion, the pour will begin to slow or slack, allowing you to recognize it's time to close the faucet and change out the keg. What is happening is the float inside the FOB will have dropped to the bottom, stopping the air and foam from filling the beer line, thus preserving only liquid beer inside. This will allow you to tap a new keg, reset the FOB, and immediately start pouring beer to your guests without having to bleed your lines, making you more efficient and eliminating any waste. Resetting the FOB is a simple 3-step process. First, vent the FOB by pushing the vent button in. Wait a few seconds for the foam to settle, ensuring the chamber is mostly full of liquid beer. Second, twist up the float lifter by turning it counterclockwise, allowing the float to rise to the top of the chamber. And third, twist the float lifter knob clockwise until it stops to lock it down. In summary, we have discussed the benefits of using the exact FOB from NuCO2. We have learned that when using FOBs, you can preserve all of the beer between the faucet and the keg. Utilizing FOBs will eliminate waste and foam during keg changes. The exact FOBs from NuCO2 are easy to use. It'll save you time, it'll save you money, and it will save you beer. Here's a quick FOB savings example for your reference. On average, you can save 1% of every keg for every 25 foot of beer trunk line at your location. So if you have a trunk line that is 50 feet and you go through approximately 30 kegs per month, you would save roughly 75 pints of beer each month. At $7 a pint, that is approximately $525 per month, or roughly $6,300 a year in additional revenue. Please contact your local NuCO2 sales representative today at NuCO2.com or 1-800-472-2855.